I'm just going to move across the bay as we typically do to my fucking A's. I want to bring up a quote from a former Cubs manager, Joe Maddon, referring to Frankie Montas, who has been brought up many times on this podcast, as he's been a potential trade target for the White Sox to fill out your rotation. Joe Maddon compared Frankie Montas, in only the way Joe Maddon could, to one Mark the Bird Fidrych, which I thought was astounding because the Bird is probably the first baseball player I ever heard of, as he was Rookie of the Year in 1976. I was a 3-year-old that was definitely a fan of Sesame Street. Mark the Bird Fidrych was such a phenomenon that not only was he on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated with Big Bird. So that's how I first heard of baseball, probably, is because of the Bird. And his tremendous 1976 rookie year with an all-star appearance was the stuff of legend. Unfortunately, he suffered a knee injury that derailed his career. But I thought it was just fascinating that, of course, Joe Maddon would make a connection between Frankie Montas and the Bird just because of their pitch combinations, splitter and slider, what they featured. But it just, I guess, because you don't see a splitter that much anymore, although I'm hearing about it more this year than I ever have. I think it might be a pitch that's coming back, but I thought that only Joe Maddon could make that comparison, because there's literally no other connection between those two players. The real reason the Bird was famous was not only was he dominant in his rookie year and kind of faded away quickly, but his quirky personality is what really set him apart, as he was talking to the ball, very spastic on the mound, very bouncing around. And that's where he got his nickname, the Bird, because he was just kind of all over the place and just goofy out there. So, but that the splitter slider combo, I guess, is the only way you can compare him to Frankie Montas. Montas, I still think would make a lot of sense for your White Sox, even with Lance Lynn coming back potentially in the next few weeks. Montas has been off to a great start. He did get hit in the finger with a comebacker last
Not
week,
a finger,
which I thought would derail his season, but he came back last night. Not only did he come back, he had 7. He gave up. He didn't give up. It was 1 unearned run over 7 innings. He had 11 strikeouts, which is the 9th time he has had 10 plus strikeouts in his A's career, which pushes him past Dave Stewart, A's legend, and ties him with another A's legend, one Catfish Hunter, for 9 games with 10 strikeouts or more. So I thought you'd like a little Catfish Hunter drop in right there for
Catfish Hunter.
You love him. So yeah, that's my little bit of fucking A's for the week. You know, they are another team mired well below 500. Not a whole lot to talk about. They have made headlines all year for their lack of attendance. I don't need to beat that horse into the ground any more than I have. They are receiving punishment almost daily in national media for their spending practices and their perpetual rebuilds, and trying to extort a stadium out of the Bay Area or potentially moving to Las Vegas. So that has yet to play out. I will certainly be talking about any news I hear for the potential move or potential stadium deal there in Oakland.
You know, the funny thing about Frankie Montas, I mean, the reason he's not on the Sox is the Oakland's allegedly or rumored to be asking for Andrew Vaughn, and they weren't going to trade Vaughn for Montas.
Yeah, we've talked about this a few times.
But I also think, you know, and I don't know if I think I brought this up at the time. I wonder if the Sox, because he was in the Sox farm system, right? They had traded for him. You know, you wonder if that is a reluctancy to give up anything good, like whether it's right or wrong, and it's probably the wrong way for the White Sox, I think. But I wonder, if the White Sox are hesitant to make it seem like they're giving up too much for Frankie Montas, because he was already here, where they traded him to the Dodgers with Trace Thompson and Micah Johnson. I forget who the Sox got Todd Frazier. I think it was like a 3-team
okay.
trade between
That
the
deal.
Reds,
That's
the
interesting.
Dodgers, and the White Sox. So, yeah. So that was how the Sox got Todd Frazier, which he was okay when he was here, but another stupid fucking deal.
Word Hole Media.